Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII with me, Get Daved. That's how I heard the story. Welcome to Nibelheim, everybody. It appears to be 100% less burned down. You also have Tifa as an alibi. And before I forget, I've kind of been bad about this in this video already. Someone was mentioning that I should really just advance the text slower, so I'm going to fiddle around with it just a little bit in this video, and hopefully we'll find a happy medium. I recognize that, well, it's going to go in a little quickly. I'll take the room. That's a bit much. Yeah, I apologize if it's been going too quickly. Although I don't consider myself a particularly fast reader, because I always have to hear the voices in my head, you know, when you auditorily read. But scrolling text, or like displaying text, I can actually read quite quickly, so we'll try to adjust it to have a happy medium. Luxors. The reunion, hey? We'll be hearing more about that. Oh. Had so much fun with the first conversation, I went for it again. Alright, let's find out what this guy's story is. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Because that's slower than someone would speak it. Why did you look away when we called you out on this crap? Now, the first time I played through this game, there is a little something you can find in town, but I would almost say not finding it is more enjoyable. So I'm, in the interest of giving you the full perspective, I will find the thing, and it'll all make sense, all my ambiguous statements. Oh, good. I'm surprised we can't find out that person's story. Huh. Looks like everyone here is sticking to the story. Cloud hears voices sometimes, not so much Sephiroth's, though. Or at least, it doesn't seem like it. He mostly hears a high-pitched ringing. Couple of midget ones. I'll take it. Midgets have all the luck. Alright, we'll do... I'm kind of anxious to check out Cloud's house here, because I want to know what the person says, because I don't remember all these details perfectly. You should be my mother. Kinda interesting. Nobody's corroborating your story, but you've got Tifa as an alibi on the whole thing. Hello. What do you need to get? So there was that weird guy in the Midgar slums, Red 13, and we keep bumping into people with tattoos now. All in black capes. Tifa's house is overrun with them. Platinum Fist is a mediocre weapon for Tifa. It has double materia growth though, so you should hold on to it. And you'll recognize this is Tifa's room from the flashback. Yeah, absolutely. I'll see if I can get it this time. Ah, dang it. Okay, so if I can remember this correctly, FF7's theme goes like... Damn it! There you go, everybody. Maybe I was off by a note. I will have to go back and listen to it. If you come back here later and play the theme of Final Fantasy VII, good things will happen. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I was talking about an enigmatic item before. This is it. So we've been seeing clones all around. In the international version of the game, I believe there's also a photo there. But you don't need to worry about that. Either way. So that sort of backs up Cloud's story here. Sephiroth is calling. Perhaps we'll check this out. It sounds happy enough in here. There are random encounters though. Also, you should be warned, these enemies, I think they're called dorky faces, they can confuse you. And they can silence you too, which really messes up the strategy I was intending on using to kill them all. It's way more important that you guard against confuse though, because things can go terribly wrong terribly quickly if you don't. Decent experience rewards from them though. So if you do want to level up, now is an okay point to do it. Although, a much better one's coming shortly. So that actually didn't go too badly. We didn't take a single hit point in damage. They didn't really try anything too crazy on us. It does not always go that way. And for now, I'm even just going to ignore that treasure. Oh, some sort of creak in the floor. We'll be exploring the mansion in a minute. I've got something to take care of in the meantime. The mirrors, don't try casting magic on. If you can't figure out what's gonna happen, I'm sorry for you. Yet again, another shot of Aerith's limit break. The main benefit in using it is just to get her closer to her next limit break. The scale enemy on the side there, a Jersey, they are giving us a lot of trouble here. Pincer attacks will do that. They will shift the scales back and forth, which alternates them between physical and magical vulnerability. So, kind of like the Juggler from Chrono Trigger, if you remember them. Or have ever heard of them. Yeah, he was laughing now, mirror. You should be inanimate! Again, the experience here is not bad. And let's go to Old Reliable. We have lots of happy memories of this place. For the record, the mansion wasn't burned down, if you remember correctly, so all the documents Sephiroth read are here. Yeah, for me too. It sounds lovely? No, there's a bit of a mistranslation earlier. Genova is indeed not an ancient, which means Sephiroth isn't either. But he doesn't really care about that anymore. He still despises humans for being the lazy species. Where's report number 1? This sounds confusing. Where's report 1? Here we go. 2 escapees located near Midgar. One's a soldier member, one isn't. The soldier is unaffected by their therapy, the other one is. It looks like report 3, but how do I get back to it? Oh, here we go. So the soldier member is killed, the other escapes. So some sort of person an experiment was done on, running around there in a diminished state of diminished consciousness. That could be anyone. We'll learn more about that later on, though. There's one last kind of interesting enemy, and it's this guy. This guy's the worst. Also, there's kind of 2 of them. They're both the worst together. And I'm not gonna screw around. I'm here to kill him quickly. What a miserable looking enemy. Yeah. Reminds me of the Giro boss from Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, he's exciting. I believe Yang is the positive energy. Always good to have some excited positives. Like a positron. Kind of a really slow animation for him to zap me. Powerful magic, though. The gauges have stopped at this point, so I don't know if he's going to counterattack. No, just going to change his mood. Aerith might not be able to survive another blast from his attack. There we go. That one didn't go too badly. They can really give you a disproportionately hard time, so keep your eye out for that one. I recommend you go after it just as aggressively as I did. And we will be back down. We'll be back down there probably 2 more times, but definitely once more in this video. Because we've got a little something to take care of. Pretty nondescript fight you missed there. Alright. I'm gonna grab this treasure at this point. A magic source, always delightful. We've gotten a ton of those, I should really use them. And a cool 880 experience points later, we're back. Also, apparently I should apologize for the suckiness of my voice lately. I understand it can't always be as good as it was back in the day, 7 months ago. That's an in-joke for those who have been following the comment section lately. And a million horrible things are happening. Oh, goodness. Well, everybody, that's why we gotta be careful against these enemies. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, Cloud's just gonna beat the crap out of them now. Tifa's confused. Oh, goodness, it's working with 100% effectiveness. Why doesn't someone hit her? She's too dangerous to be left alive. I can't. She's gonna be the only character I have control of. Yes, everybody. I probably should have given her immunity to confuse status instead of having her inflicted upon attack. But I wanted to be aggressive. At least there's the extra damage. So yeah. Remember when I warned you? Yeah. Cloud, you don't get those experience points because you're a corpse. At least we have a whole bunch of those from that time I robbed that family of birds. Remember them? Yeah, they have no more down. Alright, little tiny note over here. Not sure who that is. Seems risky. Alright, let's check them out. The lid of the box with the most oxygen. I'm not really sure what that means. And I'm going to use save states. Just so we don't have to watch that dialogue over and over. So here we go. Behind the ivories, short of T and Ray. Five steps, up 9, left, up, left, up. And finally, whoops, has been written in invisible ink. Write 97. And I am actually just writing these down in a notepad file off to the side, because I don't have them memorized. We are getting the authentic experience here. So, the ivory is just short of T and Ray. Sounds musical, eh? Ivory is often slang for a piano. The second one is left 10. Time to write it down. L10. The other two hints, creak in the floor and the lid with the most oxygen. I don't really understand the oxygen part. I would associate it with low altitude because that's where there's more air, but whatever. This guy, don't worry about him. Yeah, he's got a decent amount of HP, but that's about the only remarkable thing. And I'll just check the lid again. Looks like there's nothing there, though. Incidentally, we got a phoenix down from that battle, which is good. It'll replace the one I used. I'm just going to run back here to check the floor. Okay, right 59. We'll check the lid of this chest too, although there doesn't appear to be anything going for me. Alright, so we have one more number left to find, and we do have one wing of the house we haven't explored yet. There's the safe. Enemy launcher. It's a weapon for Barrett. Here we go. Right 36. I can remember that one. So we run. Oh goodness. Alright, I fought a group of jerseys there, and they are exposing a couple things that bug me in my current configuration. One, Tifa's got Quake on all, which is of no use against flying targets, so we're going to modify things a little bit. And, you know, if you pair Destruct with Mystify, you do get Death added as a property to your attacks. That's pretty good too. What I'm gonna do, swap her with Aerith. I never really did use the time all pairing, which is kind of a shame. I'm going to pair time so that Tifa will have stop and slow with her attack. It's a little safer than what we were doing before. So we'll test that out. A couple limit breaks ready to go as well. And for no reason I'm going to save states. Oh, of course. .36, left to 10. Right to 59. Right to 97. You have to use pretty soft touch. That's the Odin summon materia that just popped out. Unfortunately, we have to fight a boss. Strategy is very important with this guy. Open with magic attacks and just hammer away with them. You really do not want to switch to other types of attacks. We'll beat on him with physical attacks later. For now, open magic, because this enemy, the Lost Number is his name, has the special property of having very high resistance. Well, of having two modes. So right now he's kind of half physical, half magical. If you do a ton of magic damage to him, he'll come out as his magical self. Name of my new hit movie. We'll check out the Titan summon. If you pound on him with physical attacks, he'll switch to a physical move. The physical one is much more formidable of an opponent, and we don't want to fight it. Because he can do like 2,000 damage with an attack, and I'm not exaggerating. 2,000. Back row or having barrier up will give you some protection against that, but honestly, not in the long run. He's so fast too, so what you want to do is pit yourself against the magical boss. Magical me. Yes, we are holding back on the limit break. Thought I'd try Quake and see how it works. Not particularly well. Alright. Now that's the magical mode. Also, poison looks to be working pretty well on him, so that's good. You'll note Aqualung is no longer an effective attack, but physicals work just fine. Oh! No soup for you, Aerith. Well, that sucks. Cosmo Memory is Red 13's final limit break. Key to the basement. Well, that's interesting. We're pretty low on MP because of the nature of that fight. Being very heavy on magic. Odin, I know I've said this a couple times now, but Odin is another summon where they really start getting significantly more powerful. It's also probably the most useful summon in the game in terms of random encounters, because he just kills them. Odin shows up and just everyone dies. Also, speaking of the Odin summon, oh, looks like I got a little bit of slowdown there. There we go. There's two modes to it. One is the Zantetsuken steel-bladed sword attack. That goes against random encounters where he tries to instantly kill all the enemies. His other attack is called, I think it's Gungnir Lance. He throws his spear, or lance if you will, and it does consistently well over 1,000 damage to one target. So there you go. I'm gonna do this part later. The key to the basement opens the door we just opened. And yeah, next time we're gonna open this coffin and see what we find. I'll see you there.